Now, one question I do have is China has been trying for a while to dethrone the US dollar as the reserve currency.
Correct.
Now, if they issue a digital currency and they think this is because their timing was almost perfect, right? They saw what the US was doing with Facebook Libra and the regulation and the compliance and all the hoops they're making Libra jump through. Then they came out that same week and announced they're launching their own digital cryptocurrency.
Correct.
Almost as a way to kind of spite the US.
Uh-huh.
And somebody was speaking to me earlier, and they mentioned that they believe that China is the America of the 21st century, and that America is the UK or Britain of the 19th century. Oh, no, of the 1900s, right? So what's your take on that? Do you think that America or the American dollar can kind of not crash, but not be the reserve currency, kind of like how the pound and the UK was the reserve and the biggest country or the most powerful country in the world until World War II, where they basically were so much in debt, they had to kind of rebuild?
Okay, well, I think this encompasses a lot. Okay, so first of all, you're right. The Chinese definitely seized on an opportunity where, Trump is off balance. The US government is freaking out that one of their own citizens, Zuckerberg, wants to come out and challenge the dollar himself, a tech company. So China just says, wow, okay, well, we'll push back against you and we'll have a digital renminbi for two reasons. One, because we can thumb our nose at the US because we're cooler than you, right? And people in the US might want the digital renminbi, right? Like, no reason why you can't go get that at a crypto exchange if it's on one. All right. So the Chinese can thumb their nose at America. And to be honest with you, the Chinese also love it because it'll be on a blockchain. So they're communists and they want to control everything. They want to surveil everything. They have facial recognition over there that they actually have to dial it back. They have what's called a social credit score to see whether or not you're going to be a good human being. They have 800,000 Muslims in a detention facility, a detention city.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Right.
Human rights
so, issue. I know that crypto Twitter can be kind of funny and make the Chinese president into a hero. You can think what you want, but they love blockchain and they love the digital renminbi so they can track everything. As far as our decline goes, we've all printed too much money. Europe has printed too much money. China has printed too much money. The problem in the world isn't the United States, it's fiat. It's paper money, right? I remember a tweet from Fiat, the auto company, goes, why do you guys hate us? The problem isn't the United States, it's paper money.
Paper money.
Okay. So yeah, paper money is going out of style like, the clothes that, English royalty used to wear, right? It's that part's done.
Well, I think somebody could say that it's not really paper money, but more just having the freedom to print money, right? Because if paper money was finite, then I think we would be okay, right?
Right. And when I say paper money or fiat, you're right. Anything that comes out of a printing press, whether it's a digital or actual one, or I really should clarify that, anything that can be controlled by a central bank. Like the Chinese like digital renminbi because it gives them control. But once everyone realized that the Chinese were adding crypto to their arsenal of things that could undermine the dollar, that's when everything took off. And if I could just interject a chart, right? Yes. So, with Monero, okay, a lot of people are down on privacy coins for all kinds of reasons, right?
They've been delisted on exchanges.
Right. Delisted on exchanges, privacy can be added to other coins if they want it, etc. Well, I'm seeing a breakout this week in Monero above 60, above a line that is capped Monero going back to May. Okay. So something's going on in Monero, and privacy matters. All right. And my guess is the Chinese government wants to see what you're doing on a blockchain, and the American left, they believe their money is their money, and they believe your money is their money. Okay. So Monero is reacting to this, and it's not a surprise. So to answer the question, yes, the US dollar has got problems because we've printed too much money and we have an absurd amount of debt in both the public and the private sector. However, that's also the case in Europe and Japan.
Right.
The question is, what do the people want? Like, the people of China may love the digital renminbi. I mean, they kind of have digital currency anyway. They just use money through WeChat, 10 cents payment systems.